Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to explore the fascinating biological symphony that transforms our bodies as we grow. I absolutely love this topic. It takes something we all go through, growing up, and reveals the incredible hidden science behind it. We're going to look at your body as a system under construction, beautifully coordinated from the inside out. Let's get into it. So, how do your body systems actually work together to make you grow? Let's demystify exactly what's happening inside your bones, muscles, and glands right now. We often think of growing as just, getting taller. But there is a highly organized, step-by-step process happening beneath the surface to make that physical reality happen. Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the body's communication network. Then, hormones as chemical messengers, the master gland signal, 5 essential endocrine glands, the changes happening in the body and brain, and finally, your unique growth timeline. Section 1. The body's communication network, setting the stage. Let's start with adolescence. This is that crucial stage of life between childhood and adulthood, when the body and brain mature. During this time, your body is essentially a complex orchestra preparing to play a huge symphony. You've got all these different organ systems acting like the instruments, but they can't just play randomly, right? They require perfect, deliberate coordination. And the conductor of that biological orchestra? That's the endocrine system. This is the network of glands that makes hormones and releases them into the blood to control growth, mood, and other vital body processes. It's the ultimate communication network, literally whispering instructions to nearly every cell in your body. Section 2. Hormones, chemical messengers delivering the instructions. Now, those instructions come in the form of hormones. A hormone is a chemical messenger made by a gland that travels in the blood and tells cells or organs exactly what to do. The crucial takeaway here is that growth isn't random. It's not just something happening to you out of nowhere. It is precisely directed by these powerful chemical messengers floating through your bloodstream, flipping biological switches on and off. There's actually a massive difference between how our body sends messages internally versus externally. Endocrine glands are ductless. They secrete their hormones directly into the bloodstream so they can travel far and wide. Exocrine glands, on the other hand, have ducts. They secrete things like sweat, oils, or digestive enzymes onto the body's surface or into specific organs. In fact, during puberty, it's those internal hormone signals from the endocrine system that tell your exocrine glands, like your sweat and oil glands, to become much more active, which, is exactly why a good daily hygiene routine becomes so absolutely crucial right about now. Section 3. The master gland signal, starting the growth process. Meet your pituitary gland. It's a tiny pea-sized gland located right at the base of your brain. It releases growth hormone and signals other glands to act, which is why it's widely known as the master gland. Seriously, even though it's incredibly tiny, this master gland holds the immense power to kickstart your entire developmental journey. When the pituitary decides the time is right, it sends out its specific growth hormones, triggering a growth spurt. A growth spurt is simply a period during adolescence when height and weight increase much faster than usual. For a few years, your body goes into absolute overdrive to build bone and muscle. And it happens in a highly efficient 4-step sequence. First, the pituitary releases the hormone into the blood. Second, that hormone travels the highway of your bloodstream. Third, it reaches specific target cells, like the cartilage growth plates at the ends of your long bones. And finally, targeted growth occurs as new bone is added, and you physically get taller. It's a remarkably precise delivery system. Section 4. 5 essential endocrine glands. The gland roster. The pituitary doesn't work alone. Here are 4 crucial glands and their core jobs, acting as specialized sections of our body's orchestra. We know the pituitary controls growth, but just below it in your neck is the thyroid, which regulates your metabolism and the rate at which food is turned into energy. Then we have the thymus located behind your heart. It builds immunity and white blood cells to fight off germs. And sitting right on top of your kidneys are your adrenal glands, which manage your emergency fight or flight action and help you cope with stress. To round out our top 5, we have the pancreas. The pancreas brilliantly manages your blood sugar levels by releasing a hormone called insulin. Insulin helps glucose enter your cells, ensuring your growing body has the steady energy it needs for physical activity and, honestly, just getting through the day. Section 5. Changes in body and brain. The physical reality. Puberty isn't just a single event. It's a multi-system overhaul. We can group these changes into 3 main categories: physical changes to bones, muscles, and reproductive organs, cognitive changes in thinking, reasoning, and problem solving, and social emotional changes involving feelings, relationships, and identity. The incredible thing to remember here is that all of this, your changing shape, the upgrade in how you solve problems, and the massive shifts in your feelings, is happening at the exact same time. If you're out on the field or in PE class, you're definitely going to feel these changes. Your skeletal and muscular systems are actively responding to these hormone signals. Cartilage growth plates are literally lengthening your bones, and your muscular system is adapting to activity and nutrition. Because your body is working so hard, foundational habits like getting enough sleep and eating nutrient-rich foods matter more right now than ever before. Now, if your emotions feel overwhelmingly big right now, there's a biological reason for it. The prefrontal cortex, that's the front part of your brain responsible for judgment and impulse control, is quite literally still being built during adolescence. The biological brakes in your brain are still under construction, even as the emotional centers are revving up. Understanding this helps explain why decision-making can sometimes be a bit of a challenge during these years. Section 6. Your unique growth timeline. Normal is a range. Let's look at this number, 8 to 14. This represents the completely normal, healthy age range in years for when these biological changes can begin. That's a massive 6-year window. So why is that window so wide? Well, your personal timeline is influenced by a really complex mix of factors. We're talking genetics, nutrition, body composition, cultural background, and general health. Because everyone has a totally unique combination of these factors, comparing your growth to a classmate's is pretty much biologically meaningless. Ultimately, this means growth timing differs wildly from person to person, and a wide range of timing is perfectly normal and healthy. Your body is running on its own, perfectly designed, predictable biological schedule, totally orchestrated by those incredible endocrine glands and chemical messengers. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, exactly when it's supposed to do it. I hope this explainer helps you see these body changes not as something totally random, but as an empowering biological process. So, knowing your body is beautifully guided by these chemical messengers, what healthy choices will you make today, with your hygiene, your nutrition, your sleep, to best support your own unique growth? Thanks so much for exploring the science of you with me today.